So Julian Assange will have his next court date February 20th and February 21st, 2024. This will be at the High Court in London. I'll be covering it as usual. So, yeah, this is basically his last chance to block extradition to the US. So I know some of you subscribed. You know, it's been a while since there was anything happening in his case. So maybe some of you who subscribed or followed me recently don't know this, but I was covering his case in London, and they're trying to snatch him. The Americans are trying to snatch him from the UK and put him in prison for like 175 years. That's not a joke. And he's already in prison right now. And the only crime he's committed is publishing, you know, evidence of war crimes. So you for sure you know what I'm talking about. The you know, collateral murder video, the Iraq war logs, Afghan war diary. It's all stuff that the U.S. has done in you know, Guantanamo Bay, State Department cables. It's so much evidence of U.S. war crimes, and it's not George Bush going to prison. It's not Tony Blair. It's him. So, you know, this is an attack on journalists, and it's an attack on one of the most famous journalists, and it's the United States trying to export its laws, you know, extraterritorialize its laws in Europe, in the UK. So, you know, this is a guy who's never been, I think he went to the US once on holiday or something, but he's not from the US. He never worked in the US, didn't publish anything in the US, and they still want to jail him there. So, you know, there's so many aspects of how ridiculous this is. And I've covered his case from the beginning. So if you want, go watch the playlists. There's the first extradition hearing, which lasted about 3 weeks. I did every single day. I did a recap on YouTube. And then there was the appeal at the High Court. And then there was, you know, there was basically, he tried to move it to the Supreme Court afterwards. They kicked it back down. Now, you know, it's the whole objective is to have him running through, you know, jumping from court to court, and driving crazy like that, you know. So he's in a maximum security prison, a journalist in a maximum security prison where they put people from Al Qaeda. That's the punishment. That's the punishment for you know, airing the United States dirty laundry. So please go watch the videos, and like I said, I'll be covering the court case and the court proceedings February 20th, February 21st. So mark those dates because they're very important. This is another case where they want people, you know, not to notice what's going on and bury it. And mainstream media don't cover it because they're cowards. So yeah, even though they used his reporting and you know, profited that way, but